For the first time since 2014, playoff baseball returns to Anaheim, California. We are here for game number 3 of the American League Divisional Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. If you've missed the first 2 games of this series and even the wild card game of this 2023 playoffs, I highly suggest you go check those videos out because we are now here for game number 3, where this series is all knotted up at 1 game apiece. We can go back to game 1, where the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim won that one against the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park by a score of 7-4. And in game 2, the Red Sox won it in extra innings. It was a walk-off single by Joey Wendell, which gave the Red Sox a 5-4 victory. And now we return back to Los Angeles for game 3 and for game 4. And the Boston Red Sox, in order to win this series, have to win a game here in Los Angeles, and we will have an interesting pitching matchup here tonight. It's going to be Griffin Canning for the Angels, and for the Red Sox, it's going to be the former Angel. It's Andrew Heaney. So we're going to see how that plays out. And here he is. Griffin Canning just iffy his entire MLB career. ERA of 5.43 this season with a 7-12 record. Let's see how it goes. The first batter for the Boston Red Sox will be Manuel Margot, batting .556 in the postseason so far, but Griffin Canning will get the first out right there. 1 down in the inning now for Joey Wendell, and Wendell hits that ball right to Jose Abreu. Abreu makes the play. 2 down here in the top of the first inning as Xander Bogaerts steps up on the 2-1. Bogaerts hits that ball down the third base line. It will get through and pass the glove of Anthony Rendon. Bogaerts gonna look for 2 here, testing the arm of Marcell Ozuna, and Ozuna guns him out. Alright, we now head to the bottom of the first inning. We're pitching for the Red Sox again. It is the former Angel. It is Andrew Heaney. 12-12 record in the regular season with a 3.83 ERA with his first ever full season in Boston. Corey Seager comes up first on the 1-2. He hits that ball right over the middle, but it goes straight into the shift and straight to Xander Bogaerts. 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Now up will be Mike Trout, but first, here's your Angels lineup. We got Seager, Trout, Rendon, Ozuna, Abreu, Ohtani, Fletcher, Marsh, Ruiz. Here tonight against the lefty and Andrew Heaney. Mike Trout's now up on the 2-1 count. Trout's gonna blast one in a deep left field. Come on, carry ball. It's out of here. Mike Trout sends one in a deep left field, his 3rd home run of this postseason, 367 feet. And in the bottom of the first inning, the Los Angeles Angels take a 1-0 lead off of the bomb by Mike Trout off of former Angel Andrew Heaney. And now Anthony Rendon steps up on the 3-2. He's going to get a high fastball. He's going to take it. We got a runner on first here with the walk of Rendon, with Marcell Ozuna up on the 2-2 count. Ozuna should have had ball 3. I'm going to keep it real. Don't know why I swung at that one. It's going to be caught in right field for the second out of the bottom of the first. Now will be Jose Abreu, the former MVP, on the 2-1. Gets inside on that fastball. He pops it up into center field. And in center field, of course, will be Brian Reynolds. We now go to the top of the second inning, where Rafael Devers will lead it off for Boston, and Devers is going to turn on one deep into right center field. It gets out as the Boston Red Sox, with 1 swing of the bat, have tied this game up at 1 run apiece. It is a solo home run for Trout in the bottom of the first and a solo shot for Rafael Devers in the top of the second. The All-Stars are showing up here tonight in game 3 as Brian Reynolds will ground out right to David Fletcher for the first out here in the top of the second. And now the plate will be the lefty as Ryan McMahon on the 1-2. McMahon turns out one, but it goes straight to center field and straight to Trout. 2 down now in the inning for Patrick Dwyer. He comes up on the 2-2. Canning's going to get him to hit that ball into left field, but Marcell Ozuna is there. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Shohei Ohtani leads it off here against Andrew Heaney, and he's going to strike out on the curveball down again. Shohei's never been great batting lefty-lefty. We're giving him a shot here tonight. He strikes out, though, and now bringing up David Fletcher on the 1-1, and he hits one over the middle. Xander Bogaerts going to make the diving play. He gunned out Rendon like this last game, but thankfully Fletcher will beat it out. We've got a runner on first here with 1 out for Brandon Marsh in the 2-2. Marsh lines one into the gap. Brandon Marsh is probably going to have extra bases here. We're going to send David Fletcher to third. He's in there. Marsh to second. Runners on second and third with 1 out for Keibert Ruiz. On the 2-2 count, Ruiz hits that ball on the ground to Xander Bogaerts. It will be a routine play for Boston, but Ruiz will score the runner from third. David Fletcher scores, and the Angels are up 2-1. Corey Seager, though, at 2 outs, is going to ground that ball out right to first base. That'll do it for the bottom of the second inning. But again, the Angels take their 1-run lead. Kicking off the top of the third inning will be Sam Hilliard, and Hilliard's going to fly that one out into right field. Back to make the play will be Brandon Marsh. That'll be the first out here in the top of the third. And now the catcher, Austin Barnes, steps up on the 1-2. He lines one over the middle, and Barnes is going to have himself a 1-out base knock here in the top of the third, bringing up the top of the order, which is Manuel Margot. On the 1-1 count, he lines one into right field as well. So the Boston Red Sox going to have back-to-back base knocks with runners on first and second here with one out for Joey Wendell. He was the hero in last game, and this time, Wendell on the ground. Fletcher to second to Seager. Seager back to first. Oh! Wendell beats it out, but the Angels get an out, so runners at the corners here with 2 outs for Xander Bogaerts. And Bogaerts lines one into deep left field, and that ball's out. Exactly what you didn't need if you are the Angels. Bogaerts goes 369 feet into left field. And just like that, the Boston Red Sox take a 4-2 lead. Just not good at all. And Devers now comes up on the 1-1 and he does the same. Oh my goodness. All with 2 outs, the Boston Red Sox score 4 runs. And now they take a 5-2 lead, 399 feet for Devers. His second of the damn ball game. I mean, just crazy. Griffin Canning again, not showing up tonight. And now we get Brian Reynolds in the 2-2. He hits that ball on the ground to David Fletcher. It is a long top of the third for Anaheim as they are now down by 3 runs. What an inning, though, for the Sox. Now Mike Trout comes up to lead off the bottom of the third. He's going to line one into left field. That ball will get down. There's a dive in left, but he is unsuccessful, and Mike Trout will have himself a leadoff double to start off the bottom of the third inning. Now Anthony Rendon comes up on the 2-2. He's not been great this postseason, but this time, Rendon's going to line one into left field. Trout will score. Rendon's going to have a double, and it's an RBI double to give the Angels, well, they're still down, but they're only down by 2 runs now. And now Marcell Ozuna's going to turn a changeup deep into center field. It will be caught by Reynolds. We will tag Rendon, though, over to the third. The arm from Reynolds will be off. And now we got a runner on third here with 1 out for Jose Abreu on the 1-1. Can he make this a 1-run game? And instead, he's going to pop that ball out right back to Austin Barnes. All he needed to do was basically put it in play. And we've got a 1-run ball game. And Shohei Ohtani's going to strike out miserably for the second time in this game. Yikes. All right, we go to the top of the 4th inning. We're leading off for the Sox will be Ryan McMahon, and he strikes out the slider away by Canning. So 1 gone in the inning now for Patrick Dwyer. On the 2-2, he hits that ball into right field. Going back, though, is going to be Brandon Marsh to his left. He makes the play. 2 down in the inning for Sam Hilliard. Can we get a 1-2-3 inning here for Canning? That ball's hit right to Anthony Rendon. Rendon will make the play at the hot corner, and we now move to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're leading it off for the Angels. Will be David Fletcher on the 1-1. He gets a high fastball, and that ball's hit right to the ground, straight to short. Xander Bogaerts makes that play for the first out of the inning. Now Brandon Marsh is up on the 1-2. He had a double in his last at-bat. This time, though, he will ground it right to Joey Wendell. 2 down in the inning. For the 9-hole hitter, it is the switch-hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. He's up on the 1-2, and Ruiz, again, gonna get a good hold of that ball in the left field, but it will be caught, and that will do it for the bottom of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th, still down by 2, and Austin Barnes leading off for Boston. It's basically a swinging bunt. Can Griffin Canning make the play? He can. All right, what a play right there off the mound by Canning. 1 down in the inning now for the top of the order. Manuel Margot on the 2-2. He pops that ball out into the infield. There to make the play will be Corey Seager. 2 down now in the inning for the 2-hole hitter. It is Joey Wendell on the 3-2, and he hits that ball into center field. Mike Trout, though, is under it, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Griffin Canning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're leading it off. It's Corey Seager. Top of the order in 2-1. Seager goes against the shift. Curveball away. He puts it into left field, and Corey Seager is going to be on with a leadoff double, and that throws offline. Oh my goodness. It's going to go in the dugout. Oh wait, no. He's got it. And oh no, he gets Seager. Oh, I tried to get aggressive and go to third, and it didn't work. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck. And now Trout's up on the 3-2, and he pops out on a fastball right down the pipe. Oh, so we had a runner on second with no outs, and instead he tries to advance. Doesn't work, and now Trout pops out. Not a good start to the inning, and Anthony Rendon's now up on the 2-2. He flies one into center field. Under it, though, is Brian Reynolds. And an inning that started with a double leads to nothing for Los Angeles. We go to the top of the 6th, where Griffin Canning's day is now done. It is now Aaron Slegers. ERA of nothing so far in the postseason, but only 1 inning pitched. His first batter will be Xander Bogaerts. On the 3-2, he gets the strikeout. Sinker up and in. You don't see it often, but Slegers gets him. Bringing up Devers to the plate on the 3-2. Thankfully, does not homer again. He hits that ball into center field and straight to the glove of Mike Trout. 2 down in the inning now for the 5-hole hitter. It is Brian Reynolds. The switcher is up on the 2-1. He lines that one right to third base. Anthony Rendon reaches up and makes the play as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, where Marcell Ozuna lines one straight to third, and it's caught. Oh man, 1 down for Jose Abreu, and Abreu's gonna line one into right field. Come on, just get down ball. It will. All right, that one gets past the right fielder. He dives, but can't make the play, and Jose Abreu is gonna be on with a 1-out double in the bottom of the 6th. Bringing up Shohei Ohtani on the 1-2. Dude, lefty with Shohei is just terrible. It's so hard to swing. I mean, I don't know, man. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game, but now David Fletcher into center field. Hard hit ball, but straight to Brian Reynolds. The Angels are just not finding any gaps, and Andrew Miller will come out for the top half of the 7th inning against Ryan McMahon first in the 1-1. McMahon will line that ball in right field. That ball gets down. Brandon Marsh is over there to make the play, but McMahon will stay at first, so it's a leadoff single for him. Patrick Dwyer's now from the 2-2. He hits that ball deep in the air into center field. There's nothing Mike Trout can do but watch. Patrick Dwyer gets a hold of one, 412 feet, and he gives the Boston Red Sox a 4-run lead. So, definitely not ideal at all. Yeah, just not a good start to the 7th inning. Sam Hilliard's up on the 2-2. He hits that ball right back to Andrew Miller. Miller will make the play, but again, we're down by 4 runs with only 9 outs remaining. Austin Barnes is up on the 2-1. He lines one into right field. Brandon Marsh, though, is under it. 2 down in the inning now for Manuel Margot. He's only 1 for 3 in this game. Thankfully, we'll make it 2 for 4 now. Manuel Margot, again, balling out in this postseason. He picks up a 2-out single, and now he brings up to the plate Joey Wendell. On the 1-2, Wendell hits one into right field as well. Again, the Red Sox are hitting off of Andrew Miller. They got runners on first and second, and that does it for Miller today. Gotta bring in Raisel Iglesias. 2 innings pitched so far in the postseason. He's gotten out of it with 0 runs given up and 2 strikeouts. And you'll see Xander Bogaerts on the 2-2. This is a big out. Bogaerts into the left center field gap. Can Marcell Ozuna make the play? He can. Down by 4, on to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're pitching for Boston is Jose Alvarez. ERA of nothing so far in the postseason with 3 1/3 innings pitched. He will see Brandon Marsh first. On the 1-2 count, Marsh hits one on the ground right to short. Xander Bogaerts is there to put him away. I don't know why Marsh slid, but we've got one gone in the inning. Now up is Keibert Ruiz. On the 3-1 count, Ruiz will draw the 5-pitch walk. So runner on first here with 1 out for Corey Seager. Lefty-lefty, 1-1 count. Seager drives one to right field. That ball could get out. Carey. Oh, it's out of here. Corey Seager into right field. 349 feet is second of the postseason. The Angels, just like that, have made this a 2-run ball game. Seager's home run makes up for Dwyer's, and just like that, the tying run for Los Angeles is in the on-deck circle. Can we get him up? Mike Trout pops that one out again, right to first base. That'll be the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th, bringing up Tony Two Bags. Anthony Rendon to the full count. Fastball middle. He pops it back up to Austin Barnes. Thankfully, though, we do make this a 2-run game heading in to the top of the 8th inning. We're pitching now for the Angels. Will be the lefty. It's AJ Minter. ERA of nothing so far in the postseason with 3 games pitched. He's pitched in every single one of them. He's pitched an inning in each. He will see Rafael Devers first in the 3-2. Devers on the ground right to first. Abreu will take himself 1 down in the inning now for the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. On the 1-2, batting from the right side of the plate for the first time this game, and he strikes out. On the changeup, Dow Minter gets them. 2 gone now for Ryan McMahon. On the 2-2, the big lefty lines one into right field. He goes lefty on Minter, and the Red Sox extend their lead to 3. They go up now by a score of 8-5. McMahon, second of the postseason, 415 feet. And now the Angels are down by 3. And now they have to pitch to Patrick Dwyer. He went yard in his last at-bat. This time, though, he hits that one to David Fletcher. But again, we're down by 3. On it to the bottom of the 8th. We have 6 outs left to work with. Marcell Ozuna's first up on the 2-2, and he hits that one hard on the ground again. A good swing by Ozuna, but the play is made right there by Xander Bogaerts. So we've got 1 down for Jose Abreu. High fastball, 2-1. Lines one to right field. There we go. Jose Abreu might have himself another double. He's going to try to stretch this one to 2. Brian Reynolds with the throw is in there. So the tying run is back in the on-deck circle for Shohei Ohtani on the 2-2. He's got to get it there. That's 4. Oh my goodness, Shohei. Just not a game for him. Oh, man. David Fletcher now comes up on the 2-2 and he lines one in the left field. And again, it's caught. David Fletcher is hitting the ball all over the yard, but he doesn't have anything to show for it. We go straight to the bottom of the 9th where Brandon Marsh is going to fly out to start out the inning. The Angels are down to their final 2 outs, and it will be Keibert Ruiz. First on the 1-1, lines one to right field. Ruiz has got it. All right, so tying run back in the on-deck circle. Ruiz is on with a 1-out single, and we got top of the order. Time to show out Corey Seager. Damn it, I don't know why I swung at that. Oh, no, right to Bogaerts. 2 down for Mike Trout on the 2-2, and Trout strikes out. Okay. So, the Boston Red Sox win this game by 3 by a score of 8-5, and they take a 2-1 series advantage over the Los Angeles Angels. And now the Angels, from here on out, for these next 2 games, if we get there, are playing nothing but elimination games, as the Red Sox will try to close this one out tomorrow night here in Anaheim. And even if they can't, they get a home game for Game 5 potentially back at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 36 of the Los Angeles Angels franchise mode here on MLB 21. This show, check back tomorrow where we will have game 4 of the American League Divisional Series, where we will see if the Angels can stretch this one to 5 and take it back to Boston. So folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you have not yet. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Again folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.